Yeah, I would agree with that. I wouldn't want to date a woman who slept with more than 20 guys, to be honest. What's your body count?
What do you call for real?
All right, guys, we are back again with another episode of the Foster Unfiltered podcast. I am here with Feliza, and yeah, we were meant to film this about 25 minutes ago, but she's had some audio difficulties. So if you see her holding a mic, that's because of that. But anyway, I'm also a little bit hangry because I have not eaten and it's
He's
6
so
p.m.
hungry.
Yeah, I'm a little bit hungry. It's 6 p.m. here and I haven't eaten. I was up at 4 a.m. watching the Super Bowl, buzzing. The Eagles won. But anyway, we are going to get straight into it. Let's start, Feliza. Just quickly introduce yourself and let the people know where you're from.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Feliza. I'm 24 and I'm from Singapore. And I met Jamie on Tinder.
How long ago was this?
This was like 3 years ago, but he never once asked me out.
See, I don't
So
believe that because I ask everyone out.
yeah, he asked everyone but me. Yeah, a little hurt my ego, but it's fine.
I mean, clearly I made a mistake. You're very beautiful. We were both in London though at the time, but you're no longer in London, right?
Yeah, I'm now in Lisbon, but I will fly to London specifically to meet Jamie.
Sorry, can we say that again? Can we hear that again?
I'm flying to London specifically to meet Jamie.
Liar!
I did not pay her to say this. I promise. I did not
Yeah.
pay her.
Do you have blue eyes? You
I
have blue
do.
eyes,
I
right?
do
Like
have blue eyes.
strong blue eyes.
Yeah, it's very much my defining feature, I would say.
Dickhead.
I
That's
get a
why I
lot.
swipe you on Tinder.
Oh, is it?
Mm,
I mean, yeah, okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. But your eye color, it's those are your natural eyes, right?
my eyes. Yeah, it's natural. Like yeah, it's natural.
Stop bullshitting. Those are contact lenses, aren't they?
I mean, yes, but I have beautiful brown eyes.
Stop the cap.
But anyway, enough of the flirting. We can do that when you come to London. Hey, maybe we'll film a date vlog. That'll be fun.
That'd be fun.
You can film me on a date with another girl. That'll be really fun.
I film you on a date with another
Yeah,
girl.
yeah, you're the camera woman.
I'm convinced
Oh,
that Jamie hates me, guys. I'm so convinced.
I
First,
don't,
you
ha-
didn't ask me out. Next, you asked me to be a camera woman for you and the other girl.
I don't hate you. Do you remember any of our conversation on Tinder, by the way?
No,
Okay, good, because I
no.
probably said something horrendous, some cheesy pickup line. But anyway, let's get into the first question. So, obviously, modern dating is pretty much, I mean, it's encompassed by dating apps. Dating apps basically is what modern dating is now. And obviously, we matched on a dating app and didn't lead to anything. So, we'll fall in love in London in a couple of months' time. But do you think, Feliza, that dating apps have improved dating or made it actually a bit shit?
To be honest, I think dating apps have made dating life shit a little bit because firstly, at least for me, I'm 24 now, so I'm kind of looking for something serious.
Oh, I believe
No, I
you.
am. I
I
am looking for
believe you.
something serious. Okay, I'm 24, and dating
Yeah,
app.
and at 24, if you don't have kids yet, or at least pregnant, your
Yeah.
life's over.
No, but I feel like the guys that I go out with mostly it's like you go on amazing dates, like 5, 6 dates. But like I think the angle is always that they just want your nunu, you know.
So they just want. That's such a cute way of saying it. So
Really,
they just want sex.
they really just want sex. Like especially in Lisbon, there's so many people on Erasmus like study abroad. Everyone just more into short term relationship, which is what it's not really what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I think I actually almost ended up in Lisbon for a job. So, it's a shame you didn't get any real quality men out there. I definitely do not go for shotgun relationships. But no, I agree. I think when I've used dating apps, I have been very much, it's made people disposable to me. So if I'm seeing someone, chatting to someone and it's going well, and then you do something that is like not amazing, not perfect. You step out of line is probably the wrong way to say it, but you do something that's not optimal, maybe take a little bit too long to reply, or you do something that's a bit annoying on a first date or a second date. Then I've got the dating apps and I can go back and I can find someone with, as superficial as it sounds, I can go find someone with a bigger bum. I can find someone with nicer boobs. I can find someone who's a little bit better looking, who's funny. But it works both ways, right? Someone could go on a date with me, a girl, and then they could be like, right, I want someone who's taller than me. I want someone who's, I don't know, got a better body than me, like whatever. But dating apps just make people so disposable, and it's very much my best dates and my best relationships have come off actually a period of not being on dating apps, and then I've returned, and if I've met someone on a dating app, I've actually just invested my time in there, and I said, right, you are, I had a really good first couple of dates with you. I'm just gonna,
Mm-hmm.
or I had a really good first 2 dates with you. I'm gonna invest my time with you. Let's see where it goes. Whereas when you're sort of the doors left ajar to other people, my
Mm-hmm.
experience is I'm always okay. I'm gonna go on a date with this one, and then Jess is in the background. I'm gonna go see Kirsty and see what she's saying, and then I'm gonna go, and then yeah, and then you end up hooking up, and then you move on to the next one, and it's just a bit of it's situationships, it's shotgun dating, like you say, and I just think it's not a good look for anyone, and it's like immediate satisfaction, but it doesn't make you happier long term. That's what I've
I
found.
Yeah, I think dating apps just make everything more accessible,
Mm,
not necessarily improving the entire experience. And like
mm.
I think modern days you have so much options, right? Dating apps is like I think my friends they told like one or two friends they after a breakup they go on dating apps and one of them made a commitment to screw a guy every day, like a different guy on different like every day, right?
Yeah,
So she go on dating apps a lot. So it's like lines and lines of like people who
she's like
you can
Bonnie
stick
Blue
with.
out there. Have you heard of Bonnie
Well,
Blue?
of course, respect to her. I would
She
never
was
do
meant to
what she
come on the
does.
podcast,
Oh,
and then she
oh, okay.
she blew up and became way too viral, and now I'm probably too small for her, but it's right. You know what's weird about Bonnie Blue? She still follows me, and I've had guys ask me, "Can you get me into Bonnie Blue's next sex event?" And I'm like, "Dude,
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk.
get a fucking life."
No, but what are your views? Like, maybe I'm from Asia family. I could never do what she does. I mean, like, I'm not open enough.
No,
I
no.
respect my
Look,
parents too much for that.
I respect anyone. Like I've had OnlyFans girls on, and like if you want to make money, you do you. I couldn't do that just because I couldn't do that to my family. I couldn't do that to myself. But I say to my mum all the time, like I was born the wrong gender. I should have been a girl, and it would have been a battle every day not to get on OnlyFans because I would have made fucking money. Like I would have been so wealthy off of that.
And what gave you the confidence?
Delusion.
But look, she's crushing it. She can keep doing what she's doing. I disagree with the men. I don't think you should ever pay for any of this stuff, and I look down on them. The women are just taking advantage of it. I do think the world will be a better place without OnlyFans, but I want to keep this on sort of dating apps. And your friend saying, she went on dating apps to hook up with someone every single day. Was that to get over her ex, to sort of like
I
take
think get
revenge?
over and also yeah, like you said, revenge as well. So I think it's a toxic way to get over someone, but you do you. So she
Yeah.
does go on Tinder and long lists of guys queuing up.
I think it's also
So
an ego boost for women, right? Like, there's crazy stats out there, like that I don't personally suffer with, thank God.
mhm.
But it's literally the top 5% of men or the top 1% of men. We get most of the matches, and I'm saying we because I am part of the top 1%. Clearly, I'm fucking beautiful.
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
Yes, you are.
Taking the piss. But then the other all right, no date in London for you. But the other 99%, the other 95% of men really struggle to get dates, whereas you can literally be a 4 out of 10 woman, not very attractive, and you're going to
Yeah.
get so many swipes. I know so many women who they might even still be in a relationship and they'll just go on Tinder, not with no intention of meeting anyone, but they're just using it just for that ego boost. Just get called beautiful 20 times on a random Tuesday night when you feel a bit fat or a bit shit about yourself. And I
Mm.
guess my question is, leading on from that and leading on from what you said about your friend, is do you think dating apps have like made people
You're a whore, and your mother was a whore, and her mother, and your father used to turn tricks at a gas station, because he was a whore too.
more promiscuous, sluttier?
I think generally, yes, I think so. But I mean, like I said, it's so accessible. Everything is so easy. You want to hook up? You want to hook up? You can just okay. I'm free. Come over.
Yeah.
There you go. You can have it. But also, I think it's really based on your culture as well. Like in Singapore, I culture hookup is not so. huge, I would say. Yeah, like people use it to really meet people, I guess, or you see people of similar interests, values, for example, So it does, I think, genuinely in the whole world, it makes you sluttier.
I agree, and I think it definitely has, and I think it's almost like fast food. It's it's amazing what we can get in terms of fast food and get any sort of cuisine we want, but actually it meant so much more when it was just like a Chinese takeaway, a fish and chips, and less is more, basically, is what I'm saying. But I think I agree it has definitely made people sluttier and people more promiscuous. But then most people find relationships now online. Like that's just a proven stat. You don't meet people at work like you used to. You don't meet people in bars. It's online dating. That is the normal route, and that's the most popular route. And I think I wish we could go back in time and date people just see someone pretty in a coffee shop or in a bar and go and ask them out. And that is, I do that. I still do that. It's something that I believe. I actually think all men should go out and do that, just to get some confidence and get some, so you don't become a recluse and you actually know how to speak to women in person, not just on an app. But I also think, like, I live in Windsor at the moment, and Windsor is full of beautiful women, very attractive women, but they're all taken. All the women I see who are pretty, or maybe they're just telling me they're taken, I don't know. But everyone who I'm speaking to, they're normally married or they're, the good ones are gone. Now, there are still good people out there.
Maybe you should date outside of your area.
I have. Obviously, I've lived in London and Spain and stuff like that, but it's not everyone's on dating apps. Loads of people are, but maybe the type of woman or the type of man that certain people are looking for, you don't really want them on the dating apps. You don't want to meet them. Like, I had a guest on and she was like, I don't use dating apps because I want to meet my man in the gym
Yeah.
because she's really into health and fitness and she wants her man to work out. So there's certain things that are less common now. But I think just lastly, in terms of dating apps, how frequently have you used them over the years? Or did me not asking you out put you off dating apps for life? I could see
No.
how that could happen.
No, Jamie. No, actually, I don't really use dating apps anymore. I tried, of course, now that I'm in Lisbon, but I think men on dating apps are a little bit disappointing, I have to say. I enjoy doing activities. Like I go to like a dog shelter. I volunteered there, and that's how I met my ex date. Yeah, so I realized doing activity that you like and you're friendly, talk to everyone, talk to people. Yeah, I think that's the best way to meet someone. Dating apps for me, no longer ago.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
so you don't use dating apps anymore.
No, not anymore.
Okay, I like that. I think that's the best way to meet someone is in person, doing something you like. But it's people are because of dating apps and because of the world of social media we live in. People are less capable of having a fucking conversation. It feels like, and there's especially with men, there's so much fear of coming across as a creep if you're approaching a woman. And I think that's there's nothing wrong with going and approaching a woman and asking her out, calling her pretty, in my opinion. But if they say no, then you got to remove yourself. You can't, you see those clips of men pestering women, like they need to get a
Yeah.
grip. That's harassment. But I do think with dating apps now, it's like people have become lazier, and it's like, oh, she was cute in the coffee shop, but you know what? I can go home and swipe on Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge, and I'll find someone cute to meet up with on the weekend. It's like, well, if you thought she was cute in that moment, why don't you act on it? But just lastly, continuing this trend on sort of, dating apps and making people sluttier, what are your thoughts on body count? Do you think like a high body count, what is that to you? What's that number? If I said
Mm,
to you, you were
mhm.
dating a guy and I said he slept with 50 women, would you say that's too high? Would you give him a chance?
Um, 50. I
Five
think
zero.
50. I think maximum I would ever accept is maybe 30. Yeah,
30.
30. Yeah, usually I don't really want to look too much into your past, but
Yeah.
of course I don't want a man that have been around the world too much. So if I'm being nice and you have a lot going on for you, successful, 30 is fine.
Okay.
But if you're like this little unsuccessful little shit, maybe 10. Yeah, maybe 10. Yeah,
For
you
a
you need
guy.
to like have a good balance,
Mm.
you know.
What about for a woman? What do you think? Like, what's a high body count for a woman?
I think personally, if you're above 20s, in your 20s, that's a little bit too high.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I wouldn't want to date a woman who slept with more than 20 guys, to be honest. That what's your body count?
Body count. For real? Don't
6.
do the plus minus shit. Okay, it's not real. I know guys they like to like, oh, 6. You have to add 10 to that, right? Nah,
No, I
I
believe you when you
haven't.
say 6.
Yeah, 6.
Okay. I'm a virgin, a man of God. Don't do any of
Oh,
that.
really? Oh, that's attractive.
I
We can go
know.
to church together on Sundays, right?
Yeah, but I
Mm.
won't go to the confession box because I'm just that holy and don't make any errors in life.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Mm. Okay.
um,
Mm. I think your body count is like. Can I guess? Can I guess your body count?
you can guess. Yeah, I just told you the answer is 0, but
I think your body count is. I give you a good 18.
18.
Yeah.
So we can still date then. I'm below 20.
Yeah,
Have you
maybe.
ever seen the film What's Your Number? That's a great
Mm.
film. It's about body count. It's got Anna Faris and it's got Chris Evans, you know, Captain America,
Mm-hmm.
basically my twin. So it's that's a really good film and it's about body count and she's on
Okay.
19 and
Oh.
basically she reads a Cosmopolitan article saying that if you go over 20 then you're like a whore and you'll never meet the love of your life or something like that. So it's really
Mm.
really weird, but it's a rom-com. It's really funny. Everyone knows I love rom-coms. I'm not ashamed to admit it. But anyway, Feliza, this has gone a little bit all over the shop, but I don't mind it. So just where can people find you on your socials?
Well, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok. It's called Feliza. So yeah, I post mostly about Portugal or like I want to do more on like dating on like my platforms. So I
Mm.
think it will be quite interesting.
Until then, we are going to film a podcast in person, and yeah, I'm looking forward to our date in London.
Okay. I look forward to our date in London. Maybe a nice restaurant would be nice, Jamie.
Yeah, we'll go to McDonald's. It'll be really good.
My life.